Wait a minute. Let me get the... Atta girl. Watch the...
I know.
There you go. How you doing? You're doing great.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. And she's down. The eagle has landed. No, that wasn't so bad now, was it?
Piece of cake.
Let's do it again sometime.
Let's.
Try it with an elevator next time.
Where are my cameras?
They're right here. You okay?
Thirsty.
Water or...
Water would be great.
One water, coming up.
Thank you.
You okay? More?
Thank you.
Hungry or...
Do we have anything?
No. Nothing edible anyway. Ugh.
What?
I ran out of here so fast. I didn't have time to empty the fridge. Want some 6-week-old calamari? I mean, at least I think it's calamari. It could be like weedy.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna need dental records to identify
Jamie,
this one.
Really, just leave it.
I'll go food shopping in the morning.
That's fine.
Unless you want me to run down
No,
now and...
just...
Hey, how about a nightcap?
I'd love a nightcap.
There should be some scotch. Yes.
It's strange.
What?
Being here.
I bet.
I don't want to talk to anybody.
It's Richard.
Not even Richard.
Oh, shit, you wanted me to call when we landed.
You've had your hands full. He'll understand. Call him in the morning.
Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
What?
The cab driver just now. What a character, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
What is it that he said that cracked
Oh,
us
right.
up? Bottle cap.
You're right.
He meant bottleneck. Bottle cap up ahead. I didn't know what the hell he was talking about.
Me neither.
He reminded me of Tariq.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't he remind you?
No, I can't say he did.
Thank you.
For what?
For everything. For getting me home. For being there.
I wasn't there.
For being there when I woke up. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Well,
What happens tomorrow?
tomorrow? We sleep in. However long we like.
And what else?
Errands and shit.
And what happens day after that?
Oh. The day after that's doctor's day. My shrink at 9, your orthopedist at 1.
Goody.
Neuro guy at 3 or something, physical therapy at 5.
I'm a real fun date, aren't I?
Maybe you're the best.
And what happens day after that?
After that, we put you back together again. Welcome home. I just sent you something.
That's good.
I just sent you another one.
I thought you were working.
I am.
Very funny. This that freelance piece?
Uh-huh.
What are you calling it?
Oh, I don't know. The new cinema of cruelty? Something like that. They'll probably come up with a lame title of their own.
Cinema of
Cruelty. Yeah. How horror movies are a good barometer for the political climate of their day. Well, you know, like the Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Made in the 50s, then remade in the 70s. And then that stinker from a few years back. Well, they're all about xenophobia. And this new brand of horror is all about torture. But the one thing that they all have in common is that people are being punished for having sex.
That's like every horror movie ever made.
Yes, exactly. Like Janet Leigh in Psycho. She sleeps with her lover on her lunch hour, so you know she must die.
I'll never forget that black bra.
You'll never forget that black bra. Anyway, nowadays sexually active people in movies don't get off so easily. Now the promise of sex lures them into not just perilous situations, but out-and-out torture chambers.
So what are you trying to say with this?
Well, this trend. Teenagers love this stuff, you know. They see it 2-3 times. It's cathartic.
Cathartic? Or are they just feeding on images of horror?
No, I think it helps them. I do. Look at the world these kids are growing up in. Terror, torture, this constant bombardment of graphic sadism. It's desensitizing after a while. It loses its shock value.
So wait, you're saying it's desensitizing and cathartic?
Yeah, I guess.
Is that even possible? I mean, can something be desensitizing and cathartic at the same time? In order to experience catharsis, you have to be able to feel something, right?
Yeah.
But if they're desensitized, they're numb, right? Isn't that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
So how... I don't know, sweetie. It seems a little... It's good. I think it's really good. You might want to track it through a little more, don't you think? What time did you say he was coming?
He said 4.
I need time to clean myself up.
You know, Richard, he's never on time.
I wish you could have put him off.
I did. 4 days. He's dying to see you.
The last thing I want to do is chat. Stop. Jamie, please, you're going to have to let me do things myself.
Okay.
Stop staring, it only makes it worse.
Sorry, I'm sorry. That's him.
What?
Oh, relax, it's only Richard. Come on up.
Gotta do something about this face.
Okay.
Hey! Oh, boy, am I glad to see you.
Me too.
Oh, thank God you're home.
I know.
Some nightmare, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. Is she,
Bathroom.
Come here, sweetie, it's okay.
Whoa.
Hello.
Jamie, this is Mandy.
Mandy, hi.
Jamie.
James.
These
are it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Richard talks about you guys all the time.
I told you about Mandy, remember?
Oh yeah,
I
right,
wrote you.
Yeah.
These are for you, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't know which ones to get. Welcome back or get well soon, so I got both.
They're great. Thank you. Do you want me to take your,
I love your neighborhood.
Oh yeah? We were here way before it was cool.
Listen, thanks for having us.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, we know you guys just got back.
You just got back. I know you must be wrecked.
Oh, no, it's our pleasure. It's just, we'll see how long she holds up. She started physical therapy the other day.
Oh.
Really knocks the wind out of her.
Well, kick us out whenever you want. I just had to see her with my own eyes, you know?
Try not to look shocked when you see her.
Oh, no. Really?
Honey?
What?
Are you okay in there?
Yes.
She certainly sounds like herself. How was your flight?
Turbulence you would not believe. Why those humongous Airbuses don't routinely fall out of the sky, I don't know.
I don't either.
You know what I do when I have turbulence like that? The really scary roller coaster kind?
What?
I keep my eye on the flight attendant. I figure as long as she keeps her cool.
How did this one look? Oh no.
How'd Sarah do?
Slept through most of the rough stuff, amazingly. Well, with the help of Percocet and one or two chasers, come to think of it. But getting her from the hospital to the plane, though.
Physically
Refusing a wheelchair, making a scene at the airport, little things
God,
like that.
I can just see.
Plus the bureaucracy! Man, between German efficiency and American incompetence. You'd think they'd never have to fly a wounded civilian home before.
The State Department was no help?
Are you kidding? It was Kafkaesque. The maze of bullshit they put me through. It was like Brazil. The Central Service is right. Have you seen it?
I've never been to South America.
No,
He
I
means
mean
the movie Brazil.
Oh, there was a movie?
Terry Gilliam, 85?
Sounds right.
Brazil?
Futuristic Orwellian comedy nightmare. Really worth renting.
You know, I wish you'd let us help. The magazine could have pulled a few strings, you know.
I know. I needed to get her home myself, you know.
How are you doing?
Okay,
You are? Really? Are you sleeping?
pretty much.
No more of those dreams.
Better.
Good. So the meds
Yeah, yeah.
Are you writing?
Yeah. Sort of. Trying to.
What about that piece you were writing on spec?
Oh, you mean the
What?
This terrific piece Jamie was writing.
What about?
the refugee situation in Syria and Jordan. What a catastrophe it is.
Wow.
Gave me something to do while Sarah was in the hospital. Or else I would have gone nuts.
I brought it up at a staff meeting, incidentally.
You did?
There was a lot of interest.
Really?
As soon as you can let me see.
Thanks, I will. I really appreciate that.
Hello.
Sarah.
There she is.
Oh, God, is it good to see you.
You too.
Thought we lost you, kiddo.
Oh, careful.
Oh, sorry.
Who's this?
Oh, I'm
Mandy.
sorry,
Mandy.
Sarah. This is my new friend, Mandy.
Hi.
Hello.
Such an honor to meet you.
Thank you.
Your pictures are awesome.
Thank you.
I brought these for you and Jamie,
Oh,
by the
isn't
way.
that nice?
Oh, James.
What?
It's James. You called
James,
me.
right. I'm sorry. Did I call you Jamie? I keep doing that.
My
don't I?
fault. She hears me call you
Richard
Jamie,
calls
so
you Jamie, so.
I forget to the
You
rest
can
of the
say
world
me.
you're James.
No, it's all right. It's just this thing.
Oh, but I understand. No, I do. Totally. Anyway, I know they're kind of silly, but
No.
they have this amazing way of cheering people up.
I feel better already. Jamie,
Oh,
you.
certainly.
I thought about bringing you guys flowers, but flowers are such a pain because then the person you're giving them to has to run and get a vase of water to put them in. And another nice thing about balloons is you never have to worry about them dying.
Mandy.
Although, the air does leak out after a while and they get all shriveled up and weird.
Coffee, anyone?
Yes, please.
Not on my account.
Already making it.
All right then, thanks.
Oh, don't thank me till you've tried it. My coffee's lousy.
He's not kidding.
Oh, I know.
I still want some.
Oh, do you want some? I'll guarantee it's drinkable.
None for me, thanks. I'm trying to cut out caffeine.
Single malt?
No.
Hey,
Water?
Water's great, thanks.
hey. Notice anything different?
Oh!
I'm not smoking. When was the last time you saw me without a cigarette? I haven't had one in 6
Good
weeks.
for you.
I was unconscious for 2 of those weeks.
But still.
Do you mind if I?
Oh, no, go ahead.
I love looking at people's passports. All the cool stamps and stuff. Wow. I like you with a beard.
Yeah, really? I've been thinking of growing it back.
You have? Since when? 2 seconds ago?
No,
Oh my god, look at this. You guys have been everywhere. Sudan.
She asked me.
Sierra
I
Leone.
couldn't remember half the places you've been.
What does this say?
Kurdistan,
Wow. When did you start doing this?
the summer after college.
Where'd you go to school?
Stanford.
Wow.
I was an economics major with a minor in illegal substances. Looking at one. A year at Bear Stearns and then off to business school. 2 years after graduation, I was on my way to Somalia.
You joined the army?
No, as a reporter. There I was, this stupid, cocky kid with no idea what the fuck I was doing. Filing stories from Mogadishu that started getting picked up, and before I knew it, I was hooked. Cut to one night, like 8 years ago, on my way home from the West Bank, in the American Colony Hotel in East Jerusalem, there was this beautiful woman who was arguing with the desk clerk.
Gee, I wonder who that could be.
Needless to say, I did not go home.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's high test, we're out of decaf.
That's fine.
Don't I get any?
It's caffeinated.
So.
I'm afraid it'll keep you up.
So.
I thought you were worried about sleeping through the night.
No, you were worried about my sleeping through the night. I'm going to end up taking Xanax anyway.
How about I make you a cup of green tea?
I don't want a cup of green tea. All I want is a fucking cup of coffee. Thank you. Jesus.
You know, we really don't have to...
Oh, totally.
So, Mandy, what kind of work do you do?
Me? Oh, it's really boring.
Public relations.
What? I do not.
No, doesn't it fall under the heading of public relations?
No, it does not. Don't you love how they listen? I am not in PR. How could you think that?
I'm sorry, I thought that...
I'm an event planner.
Oh, what?
An event planner. Event planning is a field unto itself. You know, like arts events, book launches and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That's how I met Richard.
The Darfur book party was at MoMA.
In the sculpture garden.
Gorgeous night.
Very dramatic. Everything all lit up.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes we work pro bono for charities. That means we do it for nothing. Like this one time we did a masked ball for AIDS in Africa at the zoo.
So you...
I get to choose the location.
Uh-huh.
You know, like where. Come up with
Conceptualizes the whole thing.
florist, help plan the menu.
I never thought twice about what goes into
Like-
these things.
like
It's
sometimes-
incredibly complicated.
Sometimes you want to be somewhere you never in a million years would think of.
Uh-huh.
Like one of my favorite spaces is in the Egyptian rooms at the Met.
Uh-huh.
You know, the ones with all the, honey, what's that word again? For all the mummies and stuff?
Sarcophagi.
Sarcophagi, right? We had an after party there for a movie set in Egypt. It's like you're really there. In this spooky, ancient place. King Tut's tomb or something. Really intense.
I bet. I guess you could say I'm into events too.
You are.
Wars, famines, genocides.
Oh, I almost forgot. Everyone at the magazine sends their love. They wanted me to give you this.
Oh,
They passed it around for everyone to sign.
oh, sweet.
You know how it is. Something bad happens. People feel helpless. They want to do something.
I know. Thank them for me.
I will.
I prayed for you. Even though we've never met, I prayed for you.
Huh.
It's weird because it's not like I believe in God or anything. Because I don't. Not really. I don't think. But whenever I wish for something or want something really, really bad, I talk to him. Like this one time when I was little and my grandpa got sick, I'd go to bed and lie there in the dark and say over and over, please God, please, please, please let grandpa get better. When we heard about you, Richard was so upset.
Where are you, Richard?
Oi.
In all the time we've been together, I had never seen him so upset.
How long is that?
3 months?
Almost 4.
Anyway, he was so worried you'd be maimed or brain damaged or something. I found myself going, please, God, Richard loves Sarah so much. Please don't let her die. Honey, you're hurting my hand.
You look great, by the way.
Doesn't
Yeah?
she?
You like my Phantom of the Opera look?
No, you look wonderful.
Is that why you haven't really been able to look at me since you got
What?
here?
I've been looking at you.
Bullshit.
Sarah.
Now you're looking somewhere north of my ear.
No, I'm not.
To tell you the truth, I expected much worse.
Gee, thanks.
I mean, you hear scars.
Mandy.
You can always have, like, laser surgery or something. I mean, if they bother you.
They don't.
Okay. Do you mind if I
Please.
be right back?
Fuck you.
You didn't say anything.
You don't have to say anything. You two are the worst poker faces ever.
She's darling, Richard.
Don't
Really.
give me that. You don't think she's
Don't you
darling.
think so?
Oh,
Don't you think she's
adorable.
darling?
I knew you'd give me shit for this.
What? She is.
I think it's sweet. You've always wanted a little girl.
I don't care you're on crutches. I will hurt you so bad.
Imagine my surprise. I wake up from a coma and Astrid is gone, replaced by this changeling, this sprite.
Yeah, good old Astrid.
Oh, now she's good.
I liked her.
So did I.
You hated
I
Astrid.
did not.
You called her the attack girlfriend, remember? Accused me of sicking her on you. Said I used her to act out my hostility.
It's all coming back to me now.
Astrid was brilliant, okay? But you know what? Fuck brilliant. I've done brilliant. I'm sick and tired of analyzing every goddamn thing to death. Deciding where to go out to eat was like arbitration. Maybe I got off on it once. Arguing about everything. Not anymore. It's too much work. I want something simple for a change.
Well, congratulations.
When have you ever approved of any relationship I've ever had?
This is
huh?
not a
Never.
relationship, Richard. Who are you kidding? You're screwing this girl.
Shh, I can hear you in there.
What kind of a guy do you think I am? One of those creepy middle-aged men who prey on women half their age? I hate guys like that. I mean, just because she's young.
I have no problem with her being
You
young.
were young once too, you know. You were her age when I hired you as my
Not
intern.
like that.
Younger
I was never
even.
like that. There's young and there's embryonic. This girl is a lightweight. She's a lightweight, Richard.
Make fun all you want. There's nothing remotely cynical about her. She's guileless. Open.
And very hot.
Yes, she's hot, okay? Richard's got himself a hot girlfriend. How do you like that? Now I'll know what it's like. I can die happy. Look, I love you, and I'm glad you're alive. But you know what? I don't give a shit what you think.
Fair enough.
She delights me.
Good.
She's fun. She's light. I discovered I like those things. I missed them. I'd lived without sunlight for so long during the Astrid years. It was like going from black and white to color. It was like being in East Berlin when the wall came down. I mean, I met Mandy and I said yes. I never would have let myself go for it if it wasn't for you.
For me?
Almost dying like that. It shook me to the core. Nothing puts things in perspective like a near-death experience.
Yeah, preferably someone else's.
I love the soap you have in there. Smell this. Isn't that cool? Where did you get it? Someplace exotic, I bet.
Depends on how you feel about the body shop.
I thought maybe you brought it back from the Middle East or something.
I was over at ICB the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's very excited you're home. They'd be thrilled to have you teach a class, you know.
Oh, really?
I said I'd talk to you as soon as you're able. Ideally, they'd love to have you in residence for a year.
A year? I couldn't give them a year.
Why not?
Don't expect to be here in a year.
What do you mean? Where will you be?
Where do you think?
You're not serious.
You know me pretty well. Don't expect me to sit around here for a whole year. If I really work my ass off in rehab, I could be back by spring.
You're encouraging this?
I'm going with her.
Are you out of your fucking minds, both of you? You almost died. You had a fucking breakdown.
Not a breakdown.
You're the Sid and Nancy of journalism. What more has to happen, huh, guys? How many close calls before you say, fuck this, I'm staying home?
You don't get it. Never did.
Please, haven't you done enough penance for your trust
All
fund?
right, okay.
So your daddy's rich.
What
Get
does
over
my
it.
father's money have to do with it?
Don't give me some crap how this is a calling. It's no calling. It's more like a death wish.
Why do I do what I do? Because I have so little regard for life?
I
Does
didn't
that make
say
any
you have
sense?
little regard for life, but you sure as hell don't have much regard for your own.
Ooh. Do you know what I would love?
What?
Do you guys have any ice cream?
Oh, sorry, we don't.
I could really go for some dulce de leche right now.
You want some ice cream? I'll get you some ice
Oh,
cream.
no, I can go.
Oh, no, you say.
Oh, no, it's all right. There's a market around the corner. I'll just go get
I'll
it.
come with you.
Are you sure? It'll only take a minute.
I'll keep you company.
Is this really a pain?
No, not at all. You okay if I,
Fine, go, hunt, gather.
We'll be right back.
Bye. Thank you. You guys seem to have such a great marriage.
Oh, we're not married.
Oh. You're not? I thought.
We've been together 8.5 years, but we never actually bothered to make it legal.
Oh. Wow, I thought that you...
Too busy saving the world.
I don't know how you go to these places. War zones?
It's not as hard as you might think. War was my parents' house all over again, only on a different scale.
But it must be so intense. I mean, how could you even concentrate with all of that going on?
It's so automatic, I don't even think about it. When I look through that little rectangle, time stops. It just, all the noise around me, everything cuts out. All I see is the picture.
Well, your pictures are beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't mean beautiful.
You can call them beautiful. I think they're beautiful. But then I'm their mother.
Listen, I know how much you and Richard mean to each other.
Mandy, you really don't have to.
I know. Richard told me.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, but you stayed friends. That's wonderful. And then I come along and it's like, who's she? Oh, she must be Richard's midlife crisis.
No.
Well, I'm not. Okay. Whatever it is that brought us together, we're together. For real. This is not a passing thing. I love Richard. He is a very good man.
Yes, he is.
Probably the nicest man I have ever known. He's smart, he's kind, he's caring, and I love his voice. I love the way he sounds. So, he's a lot older than me. So what? It's not like I go around thinking, oh my god, he's like 3 years younger than my dad. Because I don't. All that matters, to me, anyways, is that he takes care of me. He makes me feel safe. And someday, when he is old and demented, I'll take care of him. Look, I know I have a lot to learn.
Mandy.
I know that. I'm like totally provincial. I mean, your world is like this big, and mine is like this big.
Right now, my world is as big as from here to the bathroom. I've got to get this leg working like a leg again.
You are so brave.
Please, don't call me brave.
Well, you are. I mean, how many people could do what you do?
I know what bravery looks like. Believe me, this isn't bravery. This is dumb luck. An occupational hazard.
What happened? I mean, Richard told me a little. You don't have to talk about
Roadside bomb. I got thrown, I don't know how many feet into the air. One of my cameras turned up like 40 yards away.
it. Wow.
Head full of shrapnel. Banged up this leg pretty good. Kept in a coma, medevac to Germany until the swelling went down.
It's great that Jamie was there. James.
Jamie was here. He'd come home 4 or 5 weeks earlier. He flew over after.
I thought that he was with you.
Something happened. He needed to get home.
I'm sorry about your friend. Didn't you have a friend that you were with?
Yeah. My fixer.
Your what?
Fixer. It's what we call interpreters over there. Fixers, guides, go-betweens. They make the contacts, talk to the locals, set up interviews. They take care of everything for us, everything. Lost without them.
He was right next to you? That must have been horrible.
Actually, I don't remember. All I know is there he was, right next to me, and I never saw him again.
Wow.
He was an engineering student before it all went to hell. Taught himself American English by reading A Farewell to Arms over and over again. Carried it with him everywhere he went, that and the Quran. He had a wife who was killed, and 2 little girls also killed. About a year into the war, a mortar attack on their apartment building while he was at school. He was a lovely, lovely man. Funny. And he loved America, loved everything about it. Television.
What was his name?
His name was Tariq.
That's amazing.
I know, it's a miracle.
Your camera's made?
I was just telling
My
Richard.
lace here, my panoramic as well.
Still, that's incredible.
No dolce de leche. I got vanilla.
That's all right. Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah,
Hey, what about your pictures?
I've got a bunch on my laptop, plus thousands more I have yet to download.
Wow.
You want me to take care of it?
No,
I'll have someone at the office
that's
do it.
fine, it gives me something to do.
Can I see?
Go ahead.
Now?
No?
Why not?
Why don't we wait till next time?
Oh, okay.
Why? What's the big deal?
Next time, okay? When Sarah's
But
not.
Sarah's not what?
I thought you were feeling jet lagged.
I'm wide awake. Here.
I still don't think this is a good idea.
Richard's my editor. I want
He
him to
came
see
here
my
to see
pictures.
you, and now you're putting him to work.
His
Look,
idea.
guys, I'm sorry I started this.
No, make a date for later next week. You can show him all the pictures you want.
Why are you being such a dick?
Honey, really, is this wise? It'll only upset you.
I'm fine. You're the one who seems upset.
We don't have to do this right now.
No, we're doing it.
Can I see?
Sure.
Wow. Oh, wait, go back. Okay.
Oh man, Sarah, these are great.
Thanks.
Coffee? Anyone?
What are you gonna do with them?
I don't know. I haven't given it much thought.
They're too good. You can't just sit on them. Why don't we do a book?
A book.
A dual memoir. Your pictures, Jamie's commentary.
My commentary. That means I'd have to write it.
That's exactly what it means.
What makes you think I want to revisit that stuff?
Maybe you should. Maybe it would be good for you.
What are you, my shrink?
I don't know how you expect us to peddle around a book. I'm in no shape to do that.
You don't have to do a thing. I'll do all the footwork. Just give me your blessing to take it around. If our imprint passes, which I seriously doubt, Aperture would do it in a heartbeat.
What makes you so sure?
First of all, the work is fantastic. And don't forget, darling, for a couple days there, you were national news.
I know. I had my 15 minutes and spent it unconscious.
Oh my god.
Which one?
The mother crying over the child? Are those burns?
Yeah.
Is he dead?
Not yet. He was in shock. He died a few minutes later.
Great shot.
Thanks.
How can you be so...
What?
The poor little boy. maybe if she took him to the hospital instead of taking his
Honey.
picture.
Rescue workers were there for that.
But how could you just stand there?
I wasn't just standing
The
there.
boy was dying. He was
The boy
dying.
would have died no matter what I did, and then I wouldn't have gotten the picture.
You could have been helping him.
I was helping them.
But
I
how?
was taking their picture
How is that helping
by
him?
gathering evidence to show the world. If it weren't for people like me, the ones with the cameras, who would know? Who would care?
I saw this nature thing on TV about Africa. There was a sandstorm and this baby elephant had gotten separated from his mother. It was so sad. She was there. You could see her, but there was like a dune, so they couldn't find each other. The poor little guy was so lost and so scared. You know he'll never survive out there without his mother, but the movie people did nothing. They just kept filming.
That is what they're there to do. The camera's there to record life, not change it. The animals perish in the wild. That's life. It's really sad and unfair, but there's nothing we can do about it.
How
The
do you-
elephant was meant to die.
How do you know? Are you God?
Mandy.
A whole crew was just standing there
The
watching.
camera was there. You can't expect photographers to step into the frame and fix things they don't like. We are supposed to capture the truth, not stage it.
Couldn't they have made an exception? Just once. They
Oh, sweetie.
could have just brought him closer so she could sniff him. That's all it would take. She could have found him. They could have saved his life.
Oh, baby.
I wish I could cry like that, but I can't. I can't let it get to me. If I let it get to me, how could I do my job? I couldn't. I want to take away the guns and rescue all the children. I can't. That's not what I'm there to do. I'm there to take pictures. When did he tell you?
When we went down for ice cream.
He didn't want me to know?
Well, he said I could tell you when they left. He didn't want to get into it while they were there.
Why not?
He's protecting Mandy.
For what?
From you.
Was I really so horrible?
We were pretty bad.
We were buddies by the time they left.
He was just afraid of what you might say.
What? That having a child at his age is the most ridiculous, irresponsible thing I've ever
Something
heard.
like that, yeah.
You talk about the morality of depriving a kid of a father.
How is he depriving a kid of a father?
He's too old. He'll be lucky if he lives to see this kid go to college.
What, young men don't die? Come on, Sarah, you know better than that. Anything could happen to anyone, at any time. A crane could come crashing down on us right now. If he's up for it, at this stage of his life, more power to him.
So what are they going to do?
She's going to marry her, and they're going to have this baby.
Poor Richard.
Why, poor Richard, the man's ecstatic. I've never seen him like this. He can't believe his good luck. To be honest, when he told me, I was jealous.
Why? You wanted to get Mandy pregnant?
No. I wished we were getting married.
Seriously? Oh, honey.
Why not?
I thought we didn't need marriage.
We didn't.
I thought we agreed this wasn't our
We
thing.
did, but things are different now.
Why? Because I almost died.
Yes! When you were in the hospital, I had no legal relationship to you whatsoever. Every catheter, every procedure, permission had to come from your asshole father. Do you realize how frustrating that was? I mean, I was right there, and then to get him on the phone from Palm Springs. We've been putting ourselves in these dangerous situations for years now, and never stop to think about what would happen if one of us got hurt. We didn't have a plan.
So you're saying marriage would have made medical management a lot easier?
Yes.
That's got to be the most romantic proposal I've ever heard.
Sarah.
Get up! Get up! You are changing the rules on me.
I'm not changing the rules. The playing field
You know
changed.
how I feel about this. You can't lay this on me all at once. It isn't fair.
I didn't mean to.
What did you expect me to say? Sure, honey, let's do it.
Of course not. I've had a lot of time to think about this while you were in the hospital, you know. I got to play out your death almost every single day. And you were out for most of it, so you have no idea how close you came. When a couple gets to be our age, and has been together as long as we have, and witnessed what we have, and survived what we have, it's time to call this what it really is. A marriage. We are not your parents.
Can I think about it?
No. Of course you can think about it. Take all the time you want.
James,
Yeah?
come here a minute.
1 second.
Now,
let me just.
please.
What is it?
If we're going to do this, if we're going to take this marriage talk seriously,
Okay.
when I was there, after you left,
I know what you're going to say.
what do you mean you know?
I know.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
It's dead. It happened. And it's over.
What the fuck just happened?
Look, I'm saying I understand and I forgive you.
Forgive me. You forgive me?
Look, whatever
I
happened.
thought you knew what happened.
Sarah, all I'm saying is that you're alive. You're here and we're together. It's all that matters.
Who told you?
Ugh,
People knew. Friends there knew.
no one had to tell me. I mean, what difference does it make?
I want to know who told you.
No one had to tell me, I just knew.
How?
Sarah, please, leave
Did I
me
let something
alone.
slip?
Why are you pursuing this?
I need to know.
Subtle things.
Like,
The tone of your voice on the phone.
What?
It changed.
my tone.
Yeah. Your voice kind of flattened out. It sounded farther away like you were holding something back.
I was angry with you.
I
That's
know
what
you were
heard
angry.
in my voice.
I know, but it
was
wasn't just anger. I recognize your anger, believe me.
That was it. My tone.
It was this email you sent.
When?
I don't know, like a week after I came home?
Yeah.
You wrote about all the checkpoints you hit. How insane it was. Something like that, remember?
Vaguely so.
Well, the thing was, you wrote I instead of we.
What do you mean?
In your emails. Whenever you described the things you did, it was always we. We went here and we saw this.
I don't understand
And one day
what
it
this
was
has to
we
do
like it
with
always
anything.
was. And the next day it was I. I. As if you were alone.
I was alone. You were
No!
gone.
No, you weren't alone! Tariq was with you. You knew I knew he was with you. That was no secret. So? The status of your relationship changed. Overnight. You weren't just a photographer traveling with a fixer anymore. We took on a whole new meaning. Got way too intimate. You tried to hide behind the first person singular, and instead you gave yourself away.
Well, I'm impressed.
Look, these things happen.
These things.
We both know what it's like covering war. It's pure adrenaline. Bombs bursting in the air. It's death everywhere. We had some amazing sex, you and I.
You think this is about sex?
Well,
I didn't just sleep with him.
what do you mean?
I didn't just sleep with him, James.
Oh my god. You were in love.